I really believe na how you make your money is more important than how much you make. What was my life before trading? So, I'm a student now. I'm 19, as I've shared. And when I was, back when I was 17, and 16, medyo lost ako in life. I didn't really know. I was at that phase na hindi ko alam kung ano gagawin ko. Then, when I was second year college, I started a business with two of my friends. So, nag-start kami ng clothing line. Tapos doon nakala ko, alright, I'm gonna do something now with my life. So, in the first 3 months of operations, yung clothing line namin, we grew it to 6 digits. And syempre, as a kid, 17-year-old, parang grabe, laking pera na. It's not going to my pockets, pero yung na-build namin na business, so nakaka-proud talaga. Tapos, so yun, we just kept having different projects and stuff like that. And then, pero after 7 months on business, I actually stepped down from my role. Diba? So, na-realize ko na, well, one of the reasons na I stepped down, well, there's also a lot of personal circumstance, pero na-realize ko, di ko siya passion. I love the business, I love what I was doing, the grind and everything. Pero at the end of the day, I realized na yung passion ko talaga was trading the stock market. So, eventually yun, I stepped down, and then I transitioned to what I was really passionate about, and that's trading. Okay, so what motivated me to start trading? So, maybe like many of us, financial freedom and financial independence talaga. And we all have our different circumstances, we all have our stories, and I'm gonna share mine. So, I don't know how to call it, pero when I was younger, I'm still young, but when I was younger, I had this parang streak na parang sobrang malas ko at ng family ko, financially and emotionally. So, when I was 14, my daddy had heart surgery. And then, the following year, this was during first quarter of the year. And then when I was 15, actually nasunugan yung bahay namin. So my home burned down. So lumipat pa kami ng bahay and everything. Then when I was 16, again, first quarter of the year, my grandmother passed away after 7 days in the hospital. So ako nagbabantay sa kanya. So masakit talaga. And then the following year pa, my other grandmother naman, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. So all of these instances and other stuff really impacted my family and myself financially and emotionally. But despite all of that, I am very blessed to have parents and other family members na talaga sumusuporta sa amin and providing myself and my younger brother an amazing life and more than we actually deserve. So, malaki utang ko sa nila. So, I'm really doing this for my parents. I want to give back to them. I'm doing this for all of the people who helped me throughout the years, who believed in me. And I'm doing this for, I'm also doing this for the community kasi down the road, when I grow older, I want to open my own foundation. Calling it the Toma Foundation, where I help kids in need, mga animals na stray. So yeah, that's what motivates me. Okay, so how do I handle struggles, specifically losses when it comes to trading? So, kwento muna yung first loss ko. So actually, yung nangyari is, actually teammate siya ngayon, pero di ko na mention yung name. So kaibigan ko siya, magka-intern kami. Tapos naging close kami kasi nakita niya ako nagte-trade. Salamat niya, virtual trading pa lang ako nun. That was mga May 2018. Tapos sabi niya sa akin na parang, uy pare, alam mo, kapag nag-cut ka sa real life na totoong pera, iba kapag nag-cut ka sa virtual. Pero ako parang, okay, sa virtual kasi, parang no emotions ako so I'm able to cut. And I felt like kapag nag-transition ako sa real account, na real money ko na, same lang naman. So sabi ko sa kanya, sige ba, I'll open my real account na. So I did. So lahat ng savings ko, 30,000, ilagay ko na. Para tagi 8,000, tatlong stock. Sabi ko sa ni-investa, di ba? 8,000 para sulit yung commissions. So, I bought my first stock nung na-fund na yung account ko. And literally, after 10 minutes, nabenta ko na, loss agad. So, parang grabe. Loss ako ng mga 500 pesos lang. Pero nung time na yun, parang matipid kasi ako sa sarili ko. So, I don't really spend a lot for myself. Di ako bumibili mga damit, mga sapatos. Mahilig ako mag-ipon. So, after nun, parang grabe. Hindi na nga ako bumibili ng mga damit para sa sarili ko. Tapos parang sa market, lumipad lang yung 500 pesos sa bulsa ko. Yun yung feeling. Tapos kami na kaibigan ko kasi, so harap na office namin, may Jollibee. So mga 3 times a week kami nagja-Jollibee. Sabi ko, grabe pare. Alam mo kung di ko nalang tinrade yun, libre na sana ito Jollibee. So that was the problem noong una. Parang I'm looking at yung equity ko, as in yung monetary value na na-lose ko every time na nagka-cut ako. So, one of the things na natutunan ko sa mga seminars na invest na sinabi ni Sir ibang klase is really, when you have a loss, look at it in terms of percentage na parang, okay, nag-cut ka, tas you lost 1% of your port lang. Don't look at it as if kung 100k port mo, then you lost 1k, which is 1%. Don't look at it as if lumipad yung 1k sa wallet mo. Look at it as if parang you protected the 99% of your capital. Then, after nun, sige, nag-trade. Tapos, nung September, October, November, December, sobrang lala talaga ng losing streak ko. Like, siguro, I was 1 out of 25. So, sa isang stock lang ako kumita ng time na yun. Si Vul pa yun, kumita ako mga 15% lang. Tapos may mga siguro 5 break-even trades, then the rest, talaga loss. Diba? Kasi ang pangit ng market conditions, bearish sentiment, yung mga 52-week high breakouts, hindi gumagana. So like, si PXP sa 19, yan, na-slam dunk ako dyan. Si Vul sa 2.17, na-slam dunk ako dyan. But, surprisingly, may mga iba, and this is not a hit on anyone, na parang 2-3 stocks pa lang na loss, maybe 20 to 30% drawdown na sa equity. But ako, despite losing mga 19-20 trades, my maximum drawdown was only 8% na equity ko. So, how was I able to do that? Of course, alam natin na bear market, pero that's not an excuse, diba, to let your losses grow really big. So, yung ginawa ko, I literally, yung position size ko, niliitan ko na sobra. So, parang, yung per trade ata, I just do 5% to 10% na lang of my port. Tapos yung VAR ko or the percentage of my port I risk per trade nasa 0.5 na lang. So pag 100k port ko, I risk 500 pesos per trade. Minsan nga 300 or 400 pesos lang. So that's what I did. Kaya sobrang minimize ng damage sa akin. And then nung January naman, nabawi ko lahat and I made more in mga 2 or 3 trades. So yun, that's how I handle losses. Okay, so how has trading changed my lifestyle? So I mean, wala naman talaga. Di naman ako umabot sa point na mag-withdraw na sa account ko tapos bibili ako ng kotse. Hindi naman. So it didn't really change the way I spend my money. Ganun pa rin, matipid ako. I save a lot. But I'd say it changed my lifestyle in terms of my direction now sa life ko. I know what I want to do. I know what I'm passionate about. So mas focus na ako ngayon. Sobrang tunnel vision ko na into trading. Na parang, this is really what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to trade the markets and I'm gonna go through the process. And really for me, right now, parang I feel like I'm winning na in life. Kasi hindi ko naman goal na parang, okay, I want this X amount of money. My goal is just to do what I love every single day. And I'm able to trade the stock market every single day. Diba? Kahit may klase, diba? Trade pa rin kahit hindi natin yung prof lang. So sobrang focus ko na and I'm starting to invest in my knowledge. Hindi naman talaga ako bookworm, pero in the past 12 months, kasi 1 year pala ako nag-trade, ang dami ko na nabili na books, ang dami ko na na-invest sa books. So yun, I'm just really focused with my life and I really believe na how you make your money is more important than how much you make. So I'm really doing what I love and that's how it changed my lifestyle. I'm happy, I'm focused, and I'm just determined to be the best trader I can be.